Shalom, friends. This is Mayim, and I'd like to share with you a message from this week's Parsha, Bo, and from the second Aliyah. It's towards the end here. I'll share my screen. And present. Okay, so it says here, I have my translation down below. It's based on the Chabad translation, but it's a little bit different, and I'll talk about why. So it says here, Vayomer Adonai, or Hashem, Vayomer Hashem, which means, and Hashem said, or the Lord said, El Moshe, to Moses, Nete, stretch, Yadecha, your hand, Yad is hand, and Cha is your, Al Hashemayim, that means toward the heavens, Al Hashemayim. Vihi, and there will be, Hoshech, which means darkness, Al Eretz, over the land, Mitzrayim, which means Egypt. Then it says, Veyamesh, that means it will be felt, Hoshech, darkness. So the darkness will be felt. Some translations say the darkness will be very dark, or something like that. But this word, Veyamesh, it means it will be felt. It's the same word as when Jacob was going to deceive his father and trick him into thinking that he was Esau. He's going to put something on his hands, right, so that it would feel like Esau's hairy hands. And when he was discussing it with his mother, Yaakov said to his mother, he's going to feel it. He's going to feel it. He's going to feel my hands. And so that's why she told him to put the thing over his hand so that he wouldn't be able to tell, because it would feel hairy. Felt. It's the same verb in that Torah portion, in that story, as this word right here. Veyamesh. The darkness will be felt. Very interesting. And then the next verse, so this is now Exodus chapter 10, verse 22. It says, Vayet, which means, and he stretched, Moshe, Moses, et yado, his hand, Yad is hand, Yado is his hand, Al Hashemayim, toward the heavens, Vayhi, and it was, or there was, Choshech, which means darkness, like, just the absence of light, darkness, okay? And then this next word, it says, Afela. Now, sometimes they translate this word as like a thick darkness. So they make this word like as if it means thick. But Afela, it doesn't mean thick. It also means darkness, but it's not the same as Choshech. Choshech is the absence of light, that kind of darkness. But Afela is more like a gloomy darkness. It's more like a dark presence or a dark feeling. So it wasn't just dark, like no light. It was gloomy. It felt like despair. They could feel the darkness. That's what Hashem said that they would do. They would feel the darkness. It wouldn't be a darkness where they just couldn't see, but they would actually feel the darkness. Very interesting. Bechol, that's over the entire, Eretz, land, Mitzrayim, Egypt. Shloshet, 3, Yamim, days. Okay, Shlosha is 3, but when you say 3 days, it's Shloshet Yamim. And okay, and then one more verse. It says Vayomer Adonai, or Vayomer Hashem, and Hashem said. But hold on, that's not the right verse. Sorry, I went backwards. Now this is the third verse, verse 23. And it says Lo Ra'u, which means they could not see. Lo is not. Ra'u is they see, they could not see. Ish means man, okay? So they could not see each man, ish. There's no word each, but in context, you would say ish, each. Ish. Ish means man. Okay. Ish et echav. Echav means his brother. So a very literal translation would be, they could not see each man his brother. So they couldn't see each other. Velo and no, kamu, no. That's they rose up. So they did not rose up. No one rose up. Lo kamu, no one rose up. Ish, man. That means no man rose up. Mitachatav, which is from his from his place, from where he was, under. Okay. Shloshet yamim, 3 days. Ulchol, and for all, Bnei Yisrael, the children of Israel, Haya, there was or, light. Bemosh votam, which means in their dwellings. So, but for the children of Israel, there was light in their dwellings. A lot of deep stuff there, which you wouldn't really catch if you weren't looking at the Hebrew. That's why I like to look at the Hebrew. So in this second Aliyah of Parashat Bo, we are presented with the plague of darkness that descends upon Egypt. And this is a darkness so profound that it is described as palpable. They could feel it. Rashi's interpretation that the darkness became matter, a tangible thing. That's understandable that he would say that, because God said they're going to feel it. It's going to be darkness they can feel. But his interpretation opens a window to a deeper understanding, and Rebbe Nachman of Breslov takes this further by offering a spiritual perspective that contrasts the material with the ethereal, darkness with light, death with life. The tangibility of darkness. The darkness in Egypt was not just a lack of light, it was an overwhelming presence. This teaches us that negativity and despair can sometimes feel incredibly heavy and substantive. I don't know how to pronounce that word correctly, sorry. It's a reminder that our spiritual battles are as real as physical ones. And when you feel overwhelmed by the darkness in your life, recognize its tangibility, but you can also know that it can be lifted. Let's talk about spiritual wisdom versus corporeal knowledge. Rebbe Nachman highlights the duality between treating Torah, or the Bible, as spiritual wisdom versus corporeal knowledge, just information. When you approach learning and personal growth with the intention to connect deeper with spirituality and godliness, when you read the Bible, the lessons become a source of light and guide you towards a higher purpose. However, if you treat these lessons as mere information, they lose their transformative power and can lead to confusion and darkness in your life. So we must choose light over darkness. The sages, the commenters, they say that the wicked among the Israelites who clung to the material comforts of Egypt perished in the darkness, unable to move forward towards freedom. Not all Israelites survived. Some did not have faith. Some died even in the darkness, our sages say. Now, this reflects the choice each person has to remain in the darkness of material pursuits or to stretch out your hand towards the heavens and reach for a life filled with purpose and spiritual light. There is power in anticipation and faith. Those who anticipated redemption, who had faith in the deliverance promised by God through Moses, experienced light even amidst the pervasive darkness. And your anticipation and faith can illuminate your life as well, providing clarity and direction when external circumstances seem insurmountable. We must integrate the material as well as the spiritual. The plague of darkness ultimately served to distinguish between those who mired in the physical and those who aspired towards the spiritual. So in life, we should strive to find balance. We have to respect and utilize the material world, but we have to make sure to focus on our spiritual journey rather than letting the material dominate or define us. So I'd just like to ask you to reflect on what darkness currently challenges you in your life. I know I have my own personal challenges. How can you transform it into an opportunity for spiritual growth and enlightenment? Because this is what we can do with every challenge in life, right? We can let it consume us, we can let ourselves get lost in it, or we can see it as an opportunity to grow and come closer to God. In what ways might material comforts or pursuits be dimming your spiritual light? And what steps can you take to reach for a more purpose-driven life? I'd also like to ask you to reflect on a time when anticipation or faith illuminated your path, and how can you cultivate that light in your current situation? That's what all those experiences are there for. They're not just for the past, they're to help us light our way in our current situation and into the future. So by pondering these questions and using the story of the plague of darkness as a metaphor, you can navigate from any darkness in your life towards the light of clarity, purpose, and spiritual fulfillment. And remember, the power to choose light is always within you. So I'd like to also invite you to visit my website for more Hebrew and Torah life coaching lessons. Show you that. See, here we go. This is my website, HebrewMayim.com. You can go there for more Hebrew and Torah life coaching lessons, playlists here and lessons to learn, sing ancient Hebrew, trope, the Aleph Bet. And I'd also like to invite you. I have a school for holistic health and healing. You can check it out at arukah.com, ARUKAH.com, and download the free guide, 8 Steps to Become a Holistic Healer, and get the lessons by email as well. Shalom.
Would you like to become the healer of your home and your community and create a profitable online health coaching business? Are you interested in becoming a health coach, a naturopath, an herbalist, or a nutritionist? Do you need help finding the right program for studying holistic health and healing? Or perhaps you already have certification, but you're still not confident enough in healing people and don't know how to build a business that will empower you to have an impact and allow you to leave your regular day job. Are you ready to get a deep and comprehensive picture of holistic health and healing and learn from top healers in our day so that you can stop being stuck in a job or a career you don't have a passion for? Heal yourself and others without the need for pharmaceutical drugs with harmful side effects, doctors, or even dentists. Become more knowledgeable about holistic health and healing than most medical doctors who have graduated from medical school without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and years of time in expensive medical schools or programs. Build a health coaching business that will allow you to work from home and achieve time, location, and financial freedom. Arukah.com empowers people to become the healers of their home and their community by equipping them with naturopathic herbalism, health coaching, and online business and marketing skills. My name is Mayim. I'm 42 years old and a homeschool mom of 7 beautiful children. These 2 in the photo are my October babies. I became a naturopathic herbalist and health coach in order to take charge of my family's health when the modern medical system kept failing us. We were spending thousands of dollars on insurance and other medical expenses, but they did not have any answers for our health problems. Working from home has been such a blessing for us. I used to work at the NASA Ames Research Center as a computer scientist/engineer. But being able to have an online business has enabled me to surpass my income at NASA and to be there for my family, homeschool them, take care of them, watch them grow up every step of the way for 18 years now. I started Arukah.com in 2009 to help people become healthy and heal themselves. I've coached all sorts of people, and eventually even medical doctors and nurses started coming to me repeatedly for help, for various health issues for themselves or their loved ones. I help people heal themselves of serious diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and high blood pressure, diabetes, as well as other common issues such as hormone imbalances, abnormal bleeding, migraines, eczema, kidney stones, gallstones, cataracts, and even urinary tract infection. Various people began asking me to start teaching what I know about holistic health and healing, including 2 medical doctors who have become very good friends of mine. When I realized that there was such a demand for the knowledge I have, that even medical doctors were telling me to teach, I shifted the focus of Arukah.com, and now we teach people how to become confident healers through our naturopathic herbalist and health coach certification program. We help people become healers of their home and community and create profitable online health coaching businesses. If you're interested in becoming a holistic healer, please visit our website, Arukah.com, ARUKAH.com. Again, that's ARUKAH.com. Hope to see you there.